name is Jack Vlahos, and this is my Pirahna, filmed on the 20th of February 2019. Alright, hey Michael, Jack.
How are you?
Good, just got you in here just to go through the dietary questionnaire, which you mentioned you were interested in getting a little bit more information of when we first went through our APPS and PFPs. So firstly, just want to go through this little quick questionnaire. It's basically going to tell me what you're eating, how much you're eating of all this sort of stuff, your choices, and then we're going to go through your total energy expenditure, how much energy you're spending a day and sort of how much you need to do to replenish that. We'll go through your 5 Australian guidelines for nutrition and healthy eating, and we'll just sort of see where you're at with all that sort of stuff. So we'll just jump straight into it. Any special dietary requirements you eat? You're allergic to anything, lactose, glucose? Nothing? Beautiful. That's where we like to start. So we're just going to basically go through your day. So what you eat, breakfast, lunch, snacks, dinner. And we'll sort of get a little bit of an understanding what you're eating, what we can improve on, how much we're eating and that sort of stuff. So we're talking vegetables. So when you wake up, how many servings do you think? We'd sort of say a serving is maybe half a cup of cooked vegetables or something similar to that. So if we go through breakfast, what are we sort of eating for breakfast?
Breakfast is for me usually pretty light because I try to sort of push it out and have a bigger lunch. So I could have a yogurt, possibly, with maybe, depending on what's in the fridge, some berries on top, and maybe some muesli or something. And if not that, it'll be eggs. I might poach an egg or a boiled egg.
Yeah.
With a piece of bread, and that's probably about it for breakfast.
Fantastic. Are we eating breakfast every day? Is it?
No, not really.
Not really. Is this any particular reason?
No, I just tend to do most of my exercise in the morning. So I find that I'm better to do that for me on a lighter stomach. So I suppose I could call it breakfast, but it's usually late. It could be 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yep.
No, I just wake up, I would have a cup of coffee, and then I would either go straight into my yoga or straight to the gym on the treadmill or something like that, but generally on an fairly empty stomach.
Okay. All right, well, we'll talk about that a little bit later. We'll just sort of move on from there. So, talking about snacks after breakfast, do you find yourself picking, or are you sort of between meal and you're sort of settled between those periods?
No, I don't really have snacks. If anything, my snacks would be like late afternoon. I might grab some almonds, cashews or some sort of nut type thing, and maybe I might go for a piece of fruit if there's something around, but I don't really tend to snack in between a great deal. But then I'm probably not overly active during the day. It's usually in the morning.
So what about lunch? How are we looking? What did you have today?
Today I had a toasted chicken, cheese and tomato sandwich. And a cup of tea.
Perfect. And obviously no snacks after that. You said maybe some almonds, which fine. Dinner? Do you normally, is it an early dinner? Is it
my dinner is usually between 6 and 7. Try not to eat after that. Tonight was bad. It was Chinese, but generally it would be a home cooked meal, and it'll be like some chicken and salad, or might be a barbecue and salad, or so this time of year definitely more salads and cooked vegetables.
Are we big meal for dinner? What are we sort of talking about?
It's probably a bit bigger maybe than what it should be. It just depends what I've been doing all day, to be honest. If I've had a really big lunch, it'll be a really light dinner. If I haven't eaten much all day, because I've been really, really busy, I'll tend to eat more at night.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So we said with a cup of tea or whatnot, you have a cup of tea in the morning or evening, cup of coffee. Do you normally have milk with that, or what how do we sort of have it? So milk?
Not a great deal, like a splash. So not a lot of milk, and same with my coffee.
So we've got basically just going through a round sort of up, just going, so serves, vegetables, basically just talking, basically maybe a salad sandwich, bit of salad in the sandwich, a few vegetables at night in the salad as well. So probably 2 to 3 servings a day, sounds about right?
Yeah, probably.
Yep. Fruit, we're saying maybe in the morning, a few berries sometimes.
That's it.
Maybe
I don't eat a lot of fruit.
No,
I don't. I'd be lucky to probably have 1 piece of fruit a day.
Okay,
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Breads, this is sort of where a lot of people sort of go wrong. They eat a lot of breads. They don't realise that, your pastas, breads, cereals, your rolls, usually no matter all carbs, so they tend to eat a lot of carbs and miss out on the other stuff. So we're looking at you maybe only 2 to 3 really, if it's where looking. So sandwich as your one. Yeah. Maybe a bit of muesli in the morning.
That's another one.
That's about what really it for you, which is 2 to 3 is where it should be, which is good. Dairy, basically you said sometimes yogurt, like coffee, tea. Yeah. So
that's and sometimes
1 to 3, 1 to 2.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll throw feta cheese or something like that in the salad at night. But that's all the sort of, I don't eat unless I put cheese in my sandwich or something.
No, that's good. And your meats sort of meat most nights, you were saying? Some sort of something?
Yes. Although, I've sort of tried to cut back on that a little bit, and I've probably try to do either vegetarian or fish or something 2 or 3 times. So
we're talking about nuts are your source of protein and meat and that. So you're snacking on nuts. Yeah. A little bit. Even if you have tofu, it's a little bit. That's also sort of a bit of protein. So maybe 2 to 3. You think in a day, maybe?
Yeah. Meats. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
2 to 3, maybe even 4 to 5. So we'll go in there. Just looking now at just your really junk food that we sort of eat a day. Doesn't sound too bad. Is there? Everyone likes it.
Ice cream at night. Yeah. Maybe. An ice cream at night. No, I don't really snack on bickies. Cake, I don't have cake around very often. It's probably more anything at night.
Chocolate, you get a little craving.
Yeah, a little bit of chocolate, dark chocolate. But again, that's not daily.
It's really good.
Other days it could be 2 or 3.
Yeah, we're sort of talking in a week here, so we're looking in a week maybe 7 to 9, maybe more.
1, 2, it wouldn't be more than that.
Right, okay, we'll go.
It would be more than 1 a day. Yeah,
we'll go with that. That's good. Basically, so looking at this, it's not bad. Obviously, our improvements that we can definitely make. One being your fruit intake. It's quite key. You're only having 1 serving a day. Maybe try and, if you're going to have a snack, maybe drop the nuts down 1 time, or just grab a bit of fruit or make a fruit salad. Add something to that. If we can get it up to 2 to 3 servings a day, same as your vegetables, it's going to really help with your dietary and nutrition and whatnot.
Right.
Really good with your breads and cereals. 2 to 3 is quite good. Dairy, 2 to 3, as you said, can differ. Sometimes you have coffee, sometimes you don't have coffee, which is good. And meats, between 3 and 5, which is where it should be. So basically eating all the right stuff. We can cut down on the discretionary choices. Maybe a wine less a night, or a little bit of chocolate maybe on your special days. Yeah. 2 days a week or so. Okay. So based on that, I don't believe that we need to refer you to a dietitian. Definitely happy to give you some hints, some recipes that I sort of use. It's always handy. A lot of clients do enjoy the recipes. Just having fresh, being able to cook their own stuff and sort of fresh and whatnot. Yeah. So that's all good. Just jumping into, as I said, the total energy expenditure over the day and how much food and calories you need to sort of take back in to expel all the energy. So it's basically just defined as the amount of energy that a person needs to carry out for a physical function. So not just exercise that you do, so maybe yoga or something, but it's every day. So breathing, just circulating the blood around the body, digesting your food, as well as what I said, your sort of activities that you jump into daily. So previously we calculated your BMI was 22.22, which is under 25, which is there's a process that we do take, but anything over 25, which is categorised as overweight sort of thing in a BMI scale, we go through and we find out a certain way, but I mean, because we've already got yours there, it's quite simple. Just it's a little scale here that we do as trainers. Basically, your BMR is around 7,400 calories a day, which might sound like a lot, but it's actually not.
You mean of calories I need to eat to?
Yes, to basically just to function in your body. So, and then so your TE score. So you're all together. There's a little thing we do. So the kilojoules, which is 7,000, and we times it by 1.8 because you said you were moderate activity during the day. So we times that by that, and it gives you a score of your total energy expended throughout a day would be around 13.3. So it's actually quite good. It's quite high. So it's a good thing for you. It's basically it's all mumble jumble to you, but to us it means a lot. And then as I said, I'll jump into basically it's 5 guidelines, nutritional guidelines. The Australian government has come up with 5 guidelines. Basically, what they say is you follow these 5 guidelines to living a healthy life. Just sort of go through it with you. Some of them apply, some of them obviously don't, being a male. So one of them is breastfeeding. Always push breastfeeding. It's good. Something obviously very healthy for the body, but you being a male, not going to really count for you, is it?
No.
So the first guideline is to achieve and maintain a healthy weight. Basically be physical active and to choose the right amount of nutritious foods and drinks to meet your energy needs. So basically what we just gave you then, about 13,000 kilojoules, which is fine. So it's pretty self-explanatory, basically just saying eat good foods, eat wholesome foods, and eat enough that your body needs to function properly. Guideline 2 is just basically enjoy a wide variety of nutritious foods from all 5 groups. So all 5 groups, we just went through it: fruit, vegetables, grains, lean meats, and dairy. So goats and that. Plus, this is the big plus, lots and lots of water. Water's the most important thing. Keeps your body functioning, your organs functioning, and whatnot. So that's very important. So eat the right stuff. We've gone through it all. You're basically eating the right stuff. Keep doing that and include lots of water in that. The third guideline, basically limit intake of foods containing saturated fat, salts, sugars, alcohol. So again, self-explanatory. This is why they made the guidelines. Anybody can look them up and go, okay, this is simple, this is what I need to do. So basically limit the intakes of foods saturated that are very high. So biscuits, cakes, pastries, pies, so on and so forth. Replace the high fat foods with polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fats. So you can find them in, you got olive oils, coconut oils, spreads, peanut butters, all that sort of good stuff. And then the alcohol, we've gone through that. Maybe having a little bit too much, but hey, I'm not gonna tell you that you can't drink alcohol. Okay, it's up to you. Just try and limit it. Guideline 4, as I said, encourage and promote breastfeeding.
Yep.
And guideline 5, it's very important, care for your food. If you're going to prepare food, store it properly. So if you're food prepping, do you food prep?
Yep.
Yeah? Food prep, if you're making it for the week, chuck 2 or 3 in the fridge,
Yep.
the other 2 in the freezer.
Yeah.
It's simple, you know, you want to look after your food,
Yep.
you want to store it properly, and basically
Yeah.
that's how we are. So, as I said before, that's just taking you through the guidelines, your total energy expenditure and whatnot, which we'll go more into later, and the questionnaire, and you've done well in it, so you do not require a referral, and I will be in touch with you, and we will go from there.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's a signal.